taking crafty counsel against thy people.
You hear that, Will? So every year that go past, they sit and they take crafty counsel against who?
Thy people.
Against God people, against the Israelites, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Now why is it that they do this? Please.
And consulted against thy hidden ones. They
do what?
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
Who is the hidden ones?
Bring it out.
Wake them up, Bob.
Who the hidden ones, Will?
Teach.
Exactly, because you just said you come from two white men. It ain't no way possible. So you have to be hidden. So my question was, where did this image come from?
Yeah, I always say it came from the middleman. I can't say why.
Bring it out.
You around your brothers.
Right.
You okay? Ain't nobody gonna come and jump off the top of the pole and hop down on you. You can say it.
That's right.
Where did this image come from?
Bring it out.
I said it came from the hockey.
It came from the white man. That's right.
Yeah.
Now you cook it. Now we finna get somewhere into this, because that's my point that I want to bring. The white man has caused a great stronghold on the black community.
Right.
With destroying us mentally, making us think that we're not worth nothing, making us think that they can do whatever to us, and that they are of God.
Right.
They are not of God. The Bible calls these people the devil. They have deceived a whole nation of people to thinking that they are African Americans, when God is nowhere in the Bible where you can find that God called you an African American.
Bring it out.
Where is that written at? So you got to ask yourself, what does God call you out of the Bible?
So you said you're an African American, right? In the Bible, you don't see American black. You see Judah.
Let's get that.
So I want you to take a quick picture of these. Take a quick picture of this.
Israel is my choice. Isaiah said, we gonna see what God called you in the Bible. What He calls you. Read that. How you doing, sis? What's your name? Right now we talking to Sis Eleanor and Sis one more time, sis? Michelle. We talking to Sis Michelle. What's your name, sis? Joseph. Have you ever heard any of this that we teaching? Yeah. That who we are according to the Bible. So who are we according to the Bible? Huh? We are the Israelites according to the Bible. So that's
right.
Yeah, see?
I know we're part of them.
So now you remember, sis.
I know we're part of them, because to be honest with you, we all the same. Just maybe not they are so different songs, but God said He made us in His image, and He loves us, and nobody can do nothing else as long as we have faith in Him.
Read that. Let's read it to you, sis. Read.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 44, verse 1. Yet now hear, O Jacob, my servant, and Israel, whom I have chosen.
And Israel, whom I have chosen. So God called these right here, the 12 on this side. You see these signs, sis? Come on, you come over here and look at it quick. This is Jacob, who had 12 sons. He said, Jacob, whom I have chosen. And Israel, read it again.
And Israel. Yet now hear, O Jacob, my servant, and Israel, whom I have chosen.
Jacob was the forefather of all 12 of these sons.
Right.
Who he have chosen. And Israel, which is his child. So we are the Israelites according to the Bible. Right. So now we got to ask ourselves, how did we get to the point and the whole community of our people is at the point where they think that they are African Americans?
Bring it up.
Don't you know that's the biggest? They spend trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars in America and across the world. These people right here that's on this side, they spend trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars to keep our people from knowing who they are according to the Bible.
Bring it out.
Why is that? Why would you go to such great lengths to keep our people from knowing who they are?
To keep them down.
Read it again. This is why. Read it again.
Yet now hear, O Jacob, my servant, and Israel, whom I have chosen.
Who I have what?
Whom I have chosen.
So is Israel, do that mean it's everybody on earth?
Bring it out.
Is Israel everybody on the earth, or is Israel a certain group of people?
Right.
It should everybody.
No, it's okay. You say it should, but isn't everybody on the earth? You know, sis, is Israel everybody on the earth? Who is it? It's the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and the Native Americans. We make up Israel. That's who are the Israelites. That don't pertain to the white people. They not Israel. That don't pertain to the Arabs. They not Israel. That don't pertain to the Chinese. They not Israel.
Bring it up.
What about the people that call themselves that?
No, you can call yourself whatever you want to, but that don't make you that. You got people that's walking around here saying that they see themselves as a dog, but they are walking human. They identify themselves with a tree, but they actually human. You got a man that's born as a man that identify with themselves as a woman, but are they a woman?
Bring it up.
You can call with yourself what you want to call you, but you are what God created you to be. So
I know about God and all that stuff because when I was brought up, my mom and daddy and my grandparents on both sides.
Now, come on up here, sis. You ain't got to stay way over there. We ain't going to bite you. We family. We your brothers, sis.
Bring it up.
Well, what you say your name was? Josie? Josie. Well, so when did you learn about the blacks and Hispanics being the Israelites?
Bring it up.
My kid's grandmother, she is a Hebrew Israelite.
So you said she is a Hebrew Israelite, like it's some distinction, like you different from what she is.
I'm saying she.
Well, you're supposed to use words like my kid's grandmother told us that we are Israelites.
That's right.
Because you are Israelite.
You right.
Bring it up.
So, but this the thing, sis. Now, why have you heard this information and you still haven't changed and started doing the things that God required? What's your name, bro? Will, have you ever heard this? Have you ever heard this information like Josie? No. You never heard this information before? No. So let me ask you a question. What would you say your nationality is according to the Bible? African American? So now my next question is, where did Africa come from, and where did the name America come from?
Bring it up.
They two different places. Did the name Africa originate from a place or a person?
A person.
A person. So did that person look like you? The person who originated the name Africa looked like you? No. I don't think so. No, he was a white man.
Yeah. It's a creation.
Okay. And then what did the nerve? Hold on, Josie, don't go nowhere. Is you coming back? All right. So what about America? Where did that name come from? Did it come from a place or a person? Person. Did that person look like you? Now this is the thing. What you say your name again was? Will. This is what's finna throw you off right here. Did you know that the name Africa came from a man called Leo Skippy Africana? Never heard of him. Did you know America came from a white man named Amerigo Vespucci?
Bring it up.
Now the point is that both of these persons was males, two white men.
Bring it up.
So and you walked up and you said that you is a descendant of one white man, and then you were a descendant of another white man. Does that make any sense?
A little bit.
And so basically what you're telling me is two men can make a baby. So how can you descend from two white men if they can't even have kids? You see what I'm saying? This is what they have done to us. Look.
Brother Jason right here.
No, this is what they have done to us. They have tricked us out of our nationality. They have stolen our nationality and called us them.
Right.
And then put any term on you of who you are.
Right.
Give me Psalms 83. I'm gonna let the Bible tell you what they have done to us. Read this. What's your name, bro? Jason, come up here. Have you ever heard this before, Jason?
Bring it out.
That we are the Israelites according to the Bible.
That's right. Bring it out.
That they spend trillions and trillions of dollars to make you think that you are African American.
Let them know.
What's your nationality?
Wake them up.
Yeah, ain't no telling what Whatever they say it is, I guess.
There you go. They spend trillions and trillions of dollars to let all people walking around here, God's chosen people, walk around here thinking that they African Americans, thinking that they niggas, thinking that they GDs, thinking that they vice lords, thinking that they everything outside of what God created and what God called them. Read that Psalms 81. Psalms 83.
The book of Psalms, chapter 83, and verse 1. Keep not thou silence, God. O God, hold not thy peace, and be not still, O God. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult.
Thy what?
Thine enemies make a tumult.
Do you know that God on this earth has enemies that go against him? Everything he said to do, they do the opposite.
Right.
Do you know that? That God has enemies on this earth?
Right.
Read it again.
For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
Right.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
They have did what?
Taken crafty counsel against thy people.
You hear that, Will? So every year that go past, they sit and they take crafty counsel against who?
Thy people.
Against God people, against the Israelites, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Now, why is it that they do this? Read.
And consulted against thy hidden ones. They
do what?
and consulted against thy hidden ones.
Who is the hidden ones?
Bring it out. Wake them up, Bob.
Who the hidden ones, Will?
Teach.
Exactly, because you just said you come from two white men. It ain't no way possible. So you have to be hidden of who you actually are. Of what God called you. God called you Israelite. Read.
They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
That what?
That the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
Now I'm an African American.
Bring it out, Lord.
Now I'm a Nigerian black man.
Bring it out.
Now I'm a GD.
Wake them up. Bring it out.
Now I'm a blood, a crip.
Teach.
Everything but what God called you. Because they had a purpose. They had that crafty counsel. And they get together to see how long that they can go with keeping a black man asleep.
Right.
See how long they can go with keeping a black man thinking that he's nobody.
Bring it out. Bring it out.
That's the same thing that's used in urban instead of
Right, read that.
For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. The tabernacles of Edom.
Who?
The tabernacles of Edom.
So now it's listing you all people who are doing this to keep the black man down. To keep the black man thinking that he's an African American. To keep the black man thinking that he's nobody. It's letting you know the tabernacles of Edom, which is the so-called white man according to the Bible. Read.
And the Ishmaelites.
And the Ishmaelites. Who own all the gas stations in the hood?
Bring it out. Wake them up, Bob.
Who own all the bodegas in New York?
Bring it out. Teach.
Huh? Read it again.
Yes.
And the Ishmaelites.
That's who the Arabs is. The Ishmaelites. They the one who come set up shop in our neighborhood, own all these corner stores, the liquor stores, the bodegas. They sell potato chips to pork skin rinds, and they don't even eat the damn pork skin rinds. What they gonna do? They gonna feed it to God's chosen people. They gonna tell God they all confederate against keeping the black man and the black woman down.
Wake them up, Bob.
That's what we out here for, to let y'all know y'all are gods according to the Bible, you man. Y'all, it's high time that y'all wake up and return back to the Bible. Y'all are not African Americans. Y'all are the Israelites according to the Bible. Read.
Of Moab.
Of the Chinese. Read.
Of the Hagarenes. Gabal and Ammon. And Amalek. The Philistines.
Who is Amalek?
Bring it out.
You know who Amalek is? The so-called Jewish man who got P. Diddy upside down in a frenzy trance right now.
Bring it out.
These are the people who's going against God's chosen people.
Wake them up.
And all people strive day in and day out to try to get into the hands of the enemy when God is telling you who the enemy is.
Bring it out.
You train your kids up to be baseball players, basketball players, soccer players, actors, movie, and who own all of this? The so-called Jewish man, the Amalek. Who God said their whole purpose is to keep you down and keep you from knowing who you actually are according to the Bible. It's high time we wake up. We got to come back from out of that. Give me Isaiah 1 and 3. I'm going to show you that there's prophecies. These are prophecies that was written in the Bible about the black man and about the black women. Since you listening, You listening, sis? Read.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 1, verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel, doth not know. My people doth not consider.
This was a prophecy written thousands of years ago.
That's right.
That we read right now to you today.
Wake them
That
up.
Israel do not know.
Teach y'all.
But it said, and they don't what?
Doth not consider.
They don't even consider.
Bring it out. Bring it out.
They don't even consider, okay, if a brother stood up on the microphone and told me that I come from 2 white mans, I'm going to research everything behind that to figure out where is this information coming from.
Wake it up.
But God say his people ain't even going to consider it. You will hear this and hear all this coming out and still go back to listening to Lil Weezy, going on Facebook, finding out what information going on between Carly B and Offset. All these things you getting tied into that's of the world that has nothing to do with your salvation. God say his people don't even consider it. So now today is the time and the place where you actually have to start considering.
That's right. Bring it out.
This earth is not going to be as you know it today. It's not going to be around for long.
That's right.
I hope y'all understand that. I hope y'all know that.
Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord. His word, his word.